Tes tes tes. Tes tes tes. Tes tes. Tes tes.
Masuk.
Tes.
Udah masuk. Ya, tapi kecil.
Tes. Tes tes.
Malam ini, Pak.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Pak.
Mas Pait, Mas Lukman sudah ready?
Mbak Ayu, narasumbernya sudah dihubungi. Sudah 6 menit lagi ini harus dimulai ya.
Sudah saya hubungi, Bu. Tetapi Bu Aisyahnya belum join Zoom.
Tapi udah ada jawaban.
Sudah, Bu.
Sabar ya, Bu.
aman Pak. Wih canggih ya.
Hello everyone, welcome to the day 6 of the biology online course. Today's course will start at 8 a.m. Jakarta time, so prepare yourself. Good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
The Honorable Ms. Aisyah Hadi Ramadhani, MSc, and the Honorable all participants of this biology online course. Thank you for coming to this course. I am glad to see you all. I'm Rahayu Ainun moderator on the 6th day of the biology online course. Today's course about Ecoprint. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker today is Ms. Aisyah Hadi Ramadhani, MSc. She is one of the lecturers from University of Muhammadiyah Lamongan. Before the course begins, let me inform how the course will be going on. First, Ms. Aisyah Hadi Ramadhani will be present the material. After that, there will be question and answer session. Question can be written in the chat room Zoom or you can unmute your microphone. Now, allow me to welcome the speaker, Ms. Aisyah Hadi Ramadhani, to deliver her presentation. To Ms. Aisyah, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hello, Miss Rahayu. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yes, I can hear you, Miss.
okay. My sound is clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hello, guys. Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Okay. I hope you are in a good condition and always happy, also always healthy. In this day, I will introduce and I will remind you about me. So I'm Aisyah. I'm a lecturer from biology department in Universitas Muhammadiyah Lamongan. And this day, I will take you all to learn about the Ecoprint. So the first I will share my PowerPoint. Okay. Before I start to present my topic, what do you think about online course for the 1 weeks ago? Are you happy to join this?
Yes. Yes.
Good. And how about the classwork? Is it too hard for you?
No, okay.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
Far
sorry.
it's good. I think.
Okay, I will share this. Can you see my?
Yes.
Yes.
All of you can see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Because this is just I have a limit time for present this topic. For the first, I will ask you, do you ever hear about Ecoprint before this? Anyone
No.
ever hear
We,
No.
about Ecoprint?
no.
Oh,
No.
so you never hear Ecoprint and yes, you never look how the product is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So this is a new material for
Yes.
all
Yes.
you. Okay. So Ecoprint is nowadays Ecoprint is such a booming booming technique for dyeing in the textile industry. And Indonesia have a lot of nature, a lot of plant as a source of ecoprint. So by making ecoprint, we learn another role of plant in creating beautiful natural pattern on a piece of fabric. So we have known about the plants have a main function in oxygen production, also in preventing a flood, preventing landslide, but another function of plant is can make a beautiful pattern in the fabric, and this is in Indonesia also called well known as batik. So this is one of the type of batik in Indonesia, and nowadays this technique is really well known and really much share in every community because this batik. You know batik, yeah? Okay. Maybe if you come from Malaysia, you still familiar with batik. So this is the Ecoprint become a new technique for batik, and this is claimed as a sustainable ways of producing batik and in industry textile. And this day we will talking about the first is what is Ecoprint, because you all still never hear what is Ecoprint. And the second is what is the type of plant that can produce color. So we will learn whether all plant can be the source of Ecoprint material or not. And the third is how we make Ecoprint. We will learn about the technique, about the material, and the tools that we use in this Ecoprint. And the fourth, I will give you a smart tips and tricks for produce the best Ecoprint you ever make. Yes, Ecoprint is a new technique for coloring, for dyeing fabric. This is the first um, the first inventor is Miss Indian Flint. She is a designer, and also she has published her book that the title is Eco Color: Botanical Dyes for Beautiful Textile. So from her book, Ecoprint is well known in worldwide. So we will continue to the first topic. What is Ecoprint? So Ecoprint are used to describe the direct use of plant without any extraction in natural dyeing. In Ecoprint or contact printing, so Ecoprint has another name is contact printing. It is a pattern or design that is transferred into the fabric surface to create visual effect through natural colorants existing in plants, fruits, vegetables, and then reproducing astonishing, interesting shades, texture, trace marks on fabric surface. So the pattern on the fabric is based on the and have a same pattern, same form with the morphology of the leaf that you're printing and on the top of this fabric, or morphology of the fruits of the flower that you print on your fabric. And also this leaf, this fruits, this flower will give their color into the fabric. So that like a rose have a flower that a red color. If you printing on the fabric, you will also get the red color with the rose pattern in the fabric that you printed. So the terms eco printing, eco dyeing, and contact printing, it's described the same end result. The result is the same. Eco-printing tends to describe a method of transferring a design. Besides, the eco-dyeing focuses on the chemical bonding that results in a dye-printed surface, and the contact printing refers to a method of printing. Incidentally, not only fiber surface will eco-print. We also can do this eco-print not only in fabric. So we we also can do this in paper, in a wood, in a stone, in a plastic, or in other material, and also metals. And then we enter to the second topic. This what is type of plant that produce color? So in Ecoprint, not all plants can we use as a source material for Ecoprint because some plants contain sticky, waxy, cuticle, and grass type leaves that pergamentus is mostly cannot be a Ecoprint material because it will hard to us to print it to release this color to release out the color of this type of plant into onto the fabric. And uh, how what the plant that produce color that can be used as a eco printing material. So the plant minimum have active compound like chlorophyll, and maybe it also have a compound carotenoid, maybe it has flavonoids or quinone. So this four active compound will affect how beautiful how the color will printed on your fabric. Like the chlorophyll, um, we will get a green color, and then carotenoids we will usually get in orange color or reddish color. Flavonoids such as anthocyanin we will get a red color. So what the parts of the plant that can we use as ecoprint? The part of plants that we use as ecoprint materials must have contain a good color in its part, such as leaves, stem, flower, buds, seeds, roots, and bark is also can. Like leaves. Leaves, we know that leaves much contain with chlorophyll, so we easily to use it for ecoprint material. And the pattern that we'll produce is like this. This is the ecoprint we produce from the leaves, and this is from the stem. There is some plant, especially from the especially for the herbs. We can use its stem for the ecoprint. And flower, we can use a flower with the light and bright color to be our material for ecoprint. So it will give us a good pattern like this. And not only flower, we can also use buds. And this is The example, this is a terminal buds of the plants, and it is has a red color. So when it is printed on the fabric, it will give the pattern like this, and so beautiful. And then a seed, some plant produce seed that have contains a good compound for the natural dyes. Like this is we say in Indonesia is kasumba plant or briksa, if I know worse. And then some roots also can be Ecoprint materials too, but not all the roots. Usually this is herbs root or yeah yes, biasanya this usually is from herbs root. And the bark is some plant, and mostly plant also have a bark that can be represent or producing color like mango. The bark is the mango bark will give us a yellow color if we print it on the fabric. And then how we use these parts of the plants for Ecoprint. So some plants have a distinct surface from the top, and it's under surface of the leaves, like this. In the right, in the top is green, but the bottom is white. So if we will use this leaf for Ecoprint, we have attention to the what part contain a color. So we have to place the top side of the leaves that directly on the fabric. But some plants also have same surface, both in its top or in the bottom side of the leaves. So in eco-printing, we often speak of a sun and a moon side of the leaf. This is well known with the sun and a moon side of the leaf. Officially, we call the upper adaxial surface as opposed to the lower abaxial surface. Upper is, I said, top, and the lower is, I said, bottom. Most leaves have a very clear distinction between the two surfaces, with differences between the number of stomata, pores, wax, hairs, and color. So, like the first leaf I mentioned before, differences from the upper adaxial and lower abaxial surface. In the lower abaxial surface in these leaves, it is contain maybe a wax particle, then it can like the first slide I said, cell live with the wax particle, the thick wax particle will hard to use as ecoprint materials. But some plant types like eucalyptus is isobilateral. This is that I say have a same on the top and bottom surface of the leaves. It has a meaning both sides of the leaves have a photosynthetic tissue present. This means they will print practically equally on both sides of the leaf. So if you use these leaves of eucalyptus for the eco printing, you're free to position of the position this to put this leaf in free position. You can put it in upper adaxial or in its lower abaxial surface. And this is list some of Indonesian plants that can be used for ecoprint, like Tectona grandis. Tectona grandis is the mostly used in ecoprint, and this is also the easiest leaf to be a material of ecoprint. It will produce color of red heads, and we use leaves. And the second plant is Swietenia mahagoni. Usually we use bark to ecoprint. It will give us a red-brown color. And then there is a Terminalia catapa. We use leaves and we will get a yellow-gray color on our fabric if we use this. And there is a Tamarindus indica. This is will produce greenish yellow. And Garcinia mangostana. This is the green parts of the plants, and we will get a beautiful magenta color from this plant. Then Mangifera indica, we usually use its leaves or its bark, and both of leaves or its bark will produce a yellow color. And there is a Pleomel angustifolia. We use its leaves. It will give us a light green color. And then Pandanus amarillifolius. I'm sorry, Pandanus amarillifolius. We usually use its leaves, and it also will give us a light green color. And then there is Indigofera sumatrana. It is will give us a blue color. This blue color from Indigofera sumatrana is very, very dominant. It's very, very dominant. It's because it's mostly used to make a variation in batik pattern. And then there is a Pisidium guajava. We also use its leaves, and we will give us a yellowish brown color. Also, Musa paradisiaca. We can also use this plant, especially from its leaf sheet. It will give us a brown color. Also, allium cepa. Allium cepa, we can use this plant, especially in bulbs of this plant, and we will produce a red-brown color. And then there is a Caesalpinia sapan. For Caesalpinia sapan, we usually use its bark. This bark will give us a red color, and this is so beautiful red. And then Bixa orellana, this is I see kasumba plant. We usually use this plant from its seed. So like my previous, this is in these seeds, you can see it has a red light color and is so beautiful as a material of Ecoprint. Usually Bixa orellana in Ecoprint, this is not as a majority or dominant plant, but this is for completed the pattern. So the pattern more beautiful looks and yes, eye-catching like this. And then there is Areca catechu. Usually we use its fruit and we will give us a red color. Also from the mangrove species, we can use a Seriopstagal species, its bark for Ecoprint, and we will get a brown color from this plant. This is some Indonesian plants that we usually use as Ecoprint, but it's still many plants that we can use as a material Ecoprint in Indonesia. So we enter to the third topic about the how to make Ecoprint. So after you know what is Ecoprint, then what is the material, what the types of plant that we can use as Ecoprint material, and then we will discuss about how we can make Ecoprint. Whether Ecoprint can we make ourselves? Yes, the answer is yes. We can try this Ecoprint in our home. There is a 4-step for Ecoprint. The first, we have to do a molding thing. This is the step for the lighting colors from plant to fabric. So not all plants can express the maximum its color to the fabrics, but we do the modern thing, this color will more expressed and the color can what is joining the particle of colors in plant will joining more tight with the particle of fabrics. This is the first step. And then the second step is coloring. Coloring is a whole step from the preparing the plant's materials, also designing the colors, and then we extracting the colors using various methods that we'll use, because the Ecoprint, as I said before, Ecoprint has various method to produce to produce color from the plant to the fabric. And the third step is fixation. This step will tie the motifs and colors that have been printed on the fabric. So the motifs and colors will not be hidden, or maybe it will less light the color. And the fourth step is drying. This is the final step of the Ecoprint before we can use the our fabric from the Ecoprint to another maybe you will make it as clothes, as what is trouser maybe, or a field. And in the drying phase, in the drying step, you must put the fabric under the sun directly. Then the first we will discuss about why do we need mordant. The word mordant comes from the Latin words mordere, which means to bite. So as I say, this step is to tighten the joining of the color material, color particle in the plant and particle in fabrics. Natural dyes are divided in substantive or direct and adjective or indirect dyes. When a dye is not substantive, it means it needs a link to connect them permanently to the fiber of the fabric. Substantive dyes will connect to the fiber without a mordant, but not all these dyes are light fast. In the turmeric wood will be a good example, and a mordant is needed to improve light fastness and wash fastness. So all dyes, both substantive and adjective, get improved light fastness, rub fastness, and wash fastness from using a mordant before dyeing. So it means that the color that we get from the plant will rub fastness and light fastness in our fiber of fabric that we use. And what is the objectives of the mordanting process? There is four main objective from this process. The first is increase ability to stick dyes to the fabric. So the dyes will not easily loose from the fiber of the fabric. And the second is eliminating inhibitor component, especially the inhibitor component that inhibit the color particle from the plants entering and joining with the particle in the fiber. And the three is produce good color sharpness. So we will have sharpen color. And then the fourth is strengthening the color to prevent the fabric fade easily. So this is why we use mordanting. So we hope with mordanting process we can have Ecoprint product in a best quality. And there is mordants is containing of several types. There is three types of mordants. The first is conventional metallic mordants. This is the most mordanting agents that are metallic salts of chromium, tin, iron, copper, and aluminum. Copper and chromium containing compound copper sulfate and potassium dichromate were widely used as a mordant, but their usage has declined because of toxicity concern, especially for Cr or chromium, tin, and iron. It can be a pollutant for the water or the soil in around our home if we use this as a mordant for our eco printing. So nowadays this conventional metallic mordant is has a decline. And the second types of mordants is oil mordant. These are mainly used in dyeing turquoise red color from leather. The main function of the oil mordant is to form a complex of alum used as the main mordant. So this is can be used as a combining material. So this is not only as a single mordant, but it will combine with another mordant. So it will increase its ability to strengthen the color, to keep the color that we get. So, but this oil mordant is so seldom to use. And the third is biomordant. Now this is the mainly mordant that mostly used because Ecoprint that have nature campaign, green campaign will decline the usage of the conventional metallic that has a high toxicity and high pollutant. So we move the conventional to a biomordant. The example of this biomordant is this tannin acid, tartaric acid, and this is a metal containing plants like what is a plant that have jarak. Such as Mirabolan or Terminalia cebula, pomegranates or Punica granatum. It has a tannin acid, and tartaric acid. Guajava, banana leaves as Palex, rosemary, pomegranate, and tuja are reported as a bio and eco-friendly mordant, providing satisfactory dyeing and fastness properties. So this is the types of mordant. Okay, we will take a look. This is the differences picture from the various fabric material and various mordant we use. There is aluminum potassium sulfate, iron 2 sulfate, and then calcium oxide as a mordant. And the material of the fabric is 100% of cotton, Moriprima clothes, chiffon silk, crepe silk. We can see there is a different expression of these leaves, the printing on this fabric. We can see in aluminum, potassium sulfate, iron 2 sulfate, and calcium oxide, such as iron sulfates more expressed dark color, darker color than the others mordant. And the calcium oxide will express a sharper color from the aluminum potassium sulfate. But from the fabric types, we can see that the crepe silk have the best result to expressing the color of the plants. And the next, we will talk about the coloring technique that we use in Ecoprint. There is a 4 technique that's usually we use in Ecoprint. The first is tatakizom, or we also will known it's as a pounding technique or hammering technique. And then the second is steaming. We steam the leaves on a fabric and then steam process for 1 hour, from 1 hour until 90 minutes. And then the 3 is solar dye, where is the solar dye technique use the heat of the sun directly to extracting color from the leaves to fabrics. And the 4 is boiling. So fabric rolls boils in water directly. What is different steam and boiling? If the steam, we only use the vapor of the water, but boiling, we directly give the fabric, the bundles of rolls to its water. It's like this. This is a picture from each technique. The first is tatakizom in the left right, and in the left side, tatakizom or pounding. We only need a wood hammer to hammering the planks directly to the fabric. This is the low cost of Ecoprint, I think. And second, there is a solar dye. So like this, you have to enter the plants to the jar, and then you put the jar on the outside of your home that it gets directly sun, and we will save it about 1 month or 2 months before we get the all of the color is out from the plants. And this is the differences among steam and boiling. So the left side is steam and right side is boiling. You see the differences? It's boiling, we also use this vapor, and boiling, it's soaking in its water. Okay, and then before we do eco printing, what are the tools that we have to prepare? The first is must the plan. You can use leaves or flower or the other parts of the plant, and you need fabric. Maybe you will get best expression, pattern, and color from the plant if you use a white fabric. The types of fabric that you use will decide how your ecoprint quality. And there is a tie, and there is a rope, there is a wooden stick, there is yes, maybe you also use this metal stick or wooden stick to make a ecoprint. So this is the procedure. The first, you can collecting leaves, flower, and twigs that we use as a motif on fabric. And the second, the ingredient that have been selected, soak with vinegar water or another mordant. The goal is that colors and patterns are clearly visible when applied to the fabric. This is the same function of the mordant. And the third is choose fabric with natural fibers from plant or from animal skin. So in Ecoprint, you not only use a fabric, but you also can use wooden bark, maybe. You can use animal skin. You can use metal. It's also. Natural fibers have our ability to absorb color well. Types of fabric such as cotton, linen, silk, wool, and animal skin. And the fourth procedure is processing clothes or mordanting. It's to soak the cloth using alum water for approximately 3 days. The purpose of mordanting is to maintain the color of the material or fabric and open the pores on the fabric so that the motif can be printed perfectly on the fabrics. The printing process is done by stretching a half-wet cloth with leaves, flowers, or twigs that have been selected in the first and second procedure. Then you can arrange it in such a pattern or such a way, then beaten with a hammer or stone. This is for the pounding technique or tata kizom. You will use a hammer or stone. However, the strength at the time of beating must be regulated so that the natural material used is not destroyed. And to keep the color of the material will absorb in the fabric. The fabric is rolled up on wood by maintaining the precision of flowers and leaves that are used as a motif. This is based on the slide before, or this is upper adaxial or under abaxial. Further steaming for 2 hours, though the steaming is maximum is 2 hours. The purpose of this steaming is that the basic color of the leaves and flowers is come out effectively. And the seventh is after that, the fabric is allowed to stand for 3 days and clean the remnants of the leaves or flowers from the fabrics. The final stage is to fix by soaking a cloth using alum water to tie the color and motifs so they don't fade anymore. And the ninth cloth is washed dry and then dried in the sun. This is the last procedure. This is the picture of the procedure. The first, we soak all the materials, especially the leaves, the flower that we will use as a pattern in vinegar. And the second is put the fabrics on a flat place. So we will have a homogeneous surface on our fabrics. The third is dip the leaves to the mordant. Don't forget to dip the leaves first in the mordant before you arrange the leaves on the fabric. And the next is cover the top of fabrics. You can use plastic. You can use bread paper. This cover is must can can preventing the color of the plants not get out or polluted or get out from its pattern of its leaves. And the next is place a stick on one side of fabrics, then roll it up. The fabrics is roll it up and then tighten the roll fabric with the rope. Then you steam these fabrics for 60 or 19 minutes and open the bundle, then see the result. Okay. Until this topic, you all understand what I explained to you, or you still have something to question? Maybe if I no more question, or maybe someone will ask a question.
Okay. Is there any question? The question can be written in the chat room Zoom, or you can unmute your microphone.
Okay. We can continue maybe. Continue. The last topic is smart tips and tricks. So there is 7 tips and tricks how you can make a perfectly eco print on your fabric. The first is use the right fabrics, and the second is mordants are your friend. So don't forget to use a mordant. And the 3, know your leaves and act accordingly. And 4, to barrier or not to barrier. It is related to the cover that we use. And the 5, roll that bundle like there is no tomorrow. It's, you have to tie the roll bundles with the maximum tighten. And the 6, would you like that steam or boil? And the 7, lower expectation, one technique at a time. So we will discuss one by one. Use the right fabrics. For the beginners like you, stick to protein fabrics like silk and wool will be give you a best result in eco printing. Fabric should be a nice medium weight, easy to handle, and dye or bleach, and either a good tight, flat, weave, or a knit. So don't choose too tight fabric for eco printing because the tight fiber of the fabric will make us difficult to get a maximum expression of the color of the plant on our fabric. And modern are your friends, but you have to play it safe with this modern, especially if you use a conventional modern your fabric with 15% weight of fibers of alum to improve light fastness. Use ferrous sulfate, maybe if you like darkness result. So a type of modern will affect to your result in the next. And you know your leaves and act accordingly. Leaves all contain level of acid, pigment, and tannins. Also, leaves from the different species they have different bioactive compound. So the leaves in the top and the leaves in the bottom of the tree, it will have a different quantity of its compound too. So the levels so varies. So high various differences of the leaves that you use in Ecoprint. So what works your friends around the globe may not work for you. So maybe you use a tectonic grandis leaves in Indonesia, and then you use tectonic grandis leaves from Malaysia maybe. It will express the different maybe the different pattern, the different color, the different sharpness of the color. This mean. Working with tannin-rich leaves will, in combination with ferrous sulfate mordant on your fabric, will create the divine leaf prints. So we can choose the tiny rich leaves if we want to make Ecoprint with the sharp, with the right bright color. And then two barriers or not two barrier, using a barrier on top of your leaves and fabric sandwich will keep your prints from leaking to the layers when rolling and heating the bundles. We all want to be mindful, so skip because this Ecoprint use the term of eco in this first word. So we also campaign the green lifestyle. So we can skip using plastic or covering the top of the fabric, and we can use old sheet or brown paper or baking paper maybe to covering the fabric. And then roll that bundle like there is no tomorrow. Most Ecoprints flops can be traced back to the following crucial point. You did not roll your bundle tight enough. So you pull the fabric taut and push and pull it to the max. The tighter, the better you will get the pattern on your fabrics. And this is, you can choose steam or boil technique for eco printing. To complete process, you will need heat. So all the process eco printing is need heat. There is a steam, boil, or a solar dyes. This all have to need a heat. There are some people using a heat press or even microwave, but usually I'm thinking in steam in my huge steamer or boiling in a large pot. This is both what I do is work fine, and the time of steaming or boiling is usually 60 or 90 minutes is a perfect time. And the last, lower expectation, one techniques at a time. Yes, Ecoprint is skills. So you have to learn more, because the practice to eco printing will make you get perfect eco print fabrics. This is the example of the eco print. This is with the pounding technique. So the advantages of the pounding technique, it is we can show the details of the leaves and the flower. This is with the bark. This is bark and leaves, and this is using leaves, but this is combining with the two techniques. The first, the painting the basic fabric, then it is use eco print, and this is with indigo vera, with the indigo vera plant. It show a blue So beautiful blue color from the indigo vera. And this is my last explanation about Ecoprint. I will give it back to the moderator. Maybe there's some student will give a question.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Aisha, for giving us such informative and interesting presentation. Now, come to the question and answer session. The question can be written in the chat room Zoom, or you can unmute your microphone. Okay, I already have one question from Kang Sunan. As about, is there any problems encountered on Ecoprint production in Indonesia?
Yes. Thank you, Kang Sunan, of your question. It's a good question. Is there any problems encountered on Ecoprint production in Indonesia? It's also it's easily have because Ecoprint still make by a house scale. In Indonesia, Ecoprint is still produced by the house scale for this textile industry. So this will make it hard to find, hard to wider their market to sell this Ecoprint in Indonesia. But if we say the source of the materials for Ecoprint in Indonesia is no have a problem. But this is problem is in the techniques, in the skill, and the scale of production. Maybe.
Okay, is there any question? Does anyone want to ask again?
Madam,
Yes.
Yes.
for this eco printing, is it long lasting? And usually how long it will remain on the cloth? For how long?
Okay. A result of the Ecoprint is have a long life. The color will be kept in the fabric and in clothes. But we have to attention to keeps this color with maybe you not cannot washing this color with the usual detergent. You can wash this cloth with lerak soap. What is lerak soap? Maybe I will search first. In Indonesia, there is a shop. There is a shop for batik, special for batik. So this is can remain or keep the colors bright, and not the fade the colors in the clothes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Okay. Does anyone want to ask again?
Maybe you can use Sapindus Rarak plants for washing Ecoprint clothes.
Ya, tak pakai nih.
Okay. Is there any question?
I wanna ask, is the product expensive?
In some store it's so expensive, I think, but there is in some house scale production. It's the range. The price is 2,000 rupiah, 2,100 rupiahs. It is a normal price for these clothes from Ecoprint.
Okay,
Maybe
thank
it's
you.
this cheap for the Malaysian or for Indonesian 2,100 is medium expensive. Okay. For this classwork, for this homework, for this session in Ecoprint, I will posting in classroom, and maybe it is mostly a practice. So you have directly practice to make Ecoprint, but I will give you not too hard. It's the simple with the simple technique. I believe you with the simple technique, so you can try this at your own home.
Okay, thank you, Miss Aisha. I think it's enough. I will close the discourse.
Halo.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Miss Rahayu.
Yes.
I want to add some knowledge about plant resource. I think this is the last material about plant. After this, we will learn about zoology, about animal. The ecoprint is the last material about plant. So I will give you some reference about plant in our region, Southeast Asia. We have a same character of plant. So there is a community. The name is Prosea. You can write Prosea, the acronym for plant resource of Southeast Asia. So this community classified about plant in Southeast Asia region. We can learn about the Prosea classified, for example, medical plant, toxin plant for dyeing. For example, dyeing plant for Ecoprint. And you can search fiber, fruits, and I think more than 20 topic about Prosea. You can open the website Prosea. Also, the Prosea published the book, more than 20 books classified based on the topic. So you can find the reference for your knowledge. Okay, thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Mr. Tamam,
Thank
for
you.
the information. Okay, I will close the discourse. Thank you for your attention. Before we leave the Zoom, please turn on your camera. We will capture you all. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. Selesai. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bye.
YouTube-nya tak pada ni bisa. Stop.